Right, question 8. If we, obviously in this case now, use our calculator for this question. Okay, so you're going to use, you're going to press in Shift and the square root button there, okay? But if you look in the question, we've got a little 3 here, so that means the cube root of this. Alright, so to get the cube root on your Casio, you press Shift and then the square root, and it'll pop up for you then, right? Because it's the yellow function there above the square root. And then all you've got to do is type in, as you see it, 8.4 squared, take away 2.7 cubed. Okay, there's the cube button there. And press equals. What I would advise you to do in the exam, write down all of that answer that's displayed on your calculator. Okay, write the whole thing down, because you're going to get 1 mark. You know, if this is worth 2 marks, you're going to get 1 mark for writing all that down. When it says then 3 significant figures, basically you're looking at the first 3 important values there. So you include that one, right? That one and that one. Okay, it's different to decimal places, because you know, if this was decimal places, you just look at the 3 decimal numbers, wouldn't you, after the point. But if it's 3 significant, you include that one as one, then that one, and that one. So really, those are the first 3. You want to chop off the rest. But of course, you need to decide whether to round up or stay the same. Because that's a 5, you round that up. You round that up to a 1. So you get 3.71. Okay. Part B. Now with this one, okay, evaluate 10 2/3, and it is their divide, isn't it? Divide 2 2/9. Okay. You must give, your answer must be given as a whole number and a fraction, not as a decimal. Now you can do this on your calculator, okay? What I'd advise you to do, if you look closely here on this, okay, now of course this is a mixed number. There is a way of typing in a mixed number on your calculator. If you refer obviously to the fraction button, but if you look above, okay, in yellow, you can see that's your mixed number. So if I press Shift and that fraction button, you have your mixed number there. So I'm going to press 10, arrow across, 2, arrow down, 3, and then it says arrow across then, I'm going to put divide, and then I've got another mixed number, so I'm going to press Shift, fraction button, so I'm going to put 2, across, 2, down, 9, and then I press equals. So of course when I press equals, I get 24/5, okay? So you could press the SD, give this as a decimal, but if you look here, it says write as a whole number and a fraction, right, not a decimal. So if I wrote 4.8 down, that's no good, okay? So we have to think about what 0.8 is as a decimal, right? So as a fraction, sorry. So of course 4.8 is 4, and if you think about 0.8, well, that is 8/10, isn't it? Because that's in the tenths column, that'll be 8/10, yeah? Or you could simplify that to be, obviously 8/10 simplifies to be 4/5, okay? So 0.8 is 4/5. The other way of doing it, if I left it like that, 24/5, okay? You can then just ask yourself how many times does 5 go into 24? So 5 goes into 24 4 times, and that gives you 20. And there's 4 left over 5. Okay, so you've got another way of doing it there.